The quiet power of saving first. In the next 15 minutes, you'll see why the size of your paycheck matters less than the gap you keep between what you earn and what you spend. Story told by Alex Carter. I'll walk you through one ordinary man's choice to save 20% of a modest income, and how that quiet habit opened doors he never expected. Grab a coffee, settle in, and let's watch the story unfold. Marcus Ramirez never felt rich. He fixed freight trains at the Union Pacific Yard in Fort Worth, and after overtime, he took home about $52,000 a year. Enough for tacos on Friday night, a used Tacoma, and rent on a small house that smelled of motor oil and jasmine because his wife Elena loved to garden. Every Friday, the foreman handed out paper checks. The guys tore them open, whooped, and headed to the sports bar across the street. Marcus went too, but he ordered water with lemon and one happy-hour burger. While the others laughed about new truck payments, Marcus slipped $100 into a plain white envelope marked Options. He didn't know exactly what the options would be, only that he wanted some. He learned the trick from his grandpa Louis, a man who never earned more than 18 grand in any year of his life. Grandpa Louis bought one house, paid it off in 12 years, and still wore the same straw hat. When Marcus asked him how he slept so peacefully, Louis tapped his chest and said, "I never let the money leave my life first. I keep a piece of every dollar before the dollar even knows where it wants to go." Marcus remembered that line every payday. The first year, the envelope felt thin. Some Fridays he wanted to skip it, buy concert tickets, surprise Elena with dinner at the steakhouse. Instead, he opened their budget notebook, stared at the red circle he had drawn around the word freedom, and stayed home barbecuing chicken in the backyard. He kept the radio low so he could hear Elena humming while she trimmed roses, and he told himself, "We're not cheap, we're choosing." By year 3, the envelope turned into a savings account that paid 1% interest. Nothing fancy, but it crossed $10,000 for the first time. That spring, the yard announced layoffs. 2 mechanics with 20 years seniority were let go on a Tuesday morning. Marcus watched grown men walk to their trucks holding back tears, suddenly aware that a job can vanish faster than a paycheck. He felt the blow land in his stomach, but it didn't break him. On the drive home, he kept thinking, "I have 4 months of life stashed away. I can breathe." A month later, the transmission on the Tacoma exploded. Repair shop quoted $4,800. The old Marcus would have reached for the credit card and paid it off for 2 years at 22% interest. The new Marcus moved money from savings, paid cash, and kept rolling. Elena kissed him on the sidewalk outside the shop and whispered, "I never felt safe like this before." Year 5, their daughter Sophia was accepted to a state university with a hefty tuition sticker. Marcus expected loans, stress, maybe second jobs. Instead, he opened a separate account labeled Sophia 2020, discovered he had quietly funneled $32,000 into it, enough for her first 2 years. Sophia hugged him so hard his hard hat fell off. He didn't cry, only smiled and said, "Go learn, kid, the money's handled." Around that time, promotions opened up. Marcus could bid for a foreman job that paid 75 grand. The catch, management required an unpaid leadership course on Saturdays for 3 months. Guys with nicer trucks and bigger houses complained they couldn't afford to lose weekend overtime. Marcus already lived on last year's income, so he shrugged, attended the classes, and got the promotion. The raise didn't change his lifestyle, it widened the gap. Every extra dollar sped through his checking account straight to the options pile. One night he sat on the porch staring at the savings balance, $94,000. He realized something strange. He still drank cheap coffee, still bought groceries with a calculator in hand, still wore steel-toe boots patched with duct tape. Yet he felt richer than supervisors earning six figures who panicked if payroll was late a single day. Wealth, he decided, is the quiet knowledge you can handle the next surprise life throws. Everything above that is just numbers on a screen. Last year, a different kind of offer arrived. The railroad needed reliability inspectors willing to travel the Midwest. Salary $92,000 plus per diem. It meant 4-day trips, lonely hotel rooms, winter storms. Marcus thought about Alina's garden, Sophia's laughter echoing through the house, the little rituals that steadied his heart. He could afford to say no. So he said yes, but only for 6 months, enough to stack travel per diem and finish funding his emergency account to a full year of expenses. When the assignment ended, he came home, requested local yard work, and nobody owned a piece of his choices except him. Yesterday, a new mechanic joined the crew, fresh out of trade school, 22, proud of his giant phone and 27 grand in student loans. During lunch, he asked Marcus the secret to feeling calm when everything costs so much. Marcus pulled out the beat-up wallet, showed him a folded piece of paper inside, Grandpa Lewis's handwriting. Keep 20 cents of every dollar before the dollar even knows where it wants to go. The kid laughed, said that sounded impossible. Marcus shrugged. Start with 10 cents, then let it grow. You'll be amazed how quickly impossible turns into normal. Tonight, Marcus closes the garage, walks inside, washes the grease from his hands. Alina is simmering beans. Sophia is on video call talking about internship interviews. The numbers on the retirement screen glow green, but that's not what makes him smile. It's the certainty that whatever tomorrow brings, he can meet it on his own terms. He kept a gap, and the gap gave him everything. Summary: Marcus proved that wealth grows from the gap you guard between earning and spending, not from the size of the paycheck. By saving 20% first and letting lifestyle creep stay behind, he bought choices, peace, and the power to say no or yes on his own timeline. Start with 10 cents if that's all you can hold, keep it automatic, and let the quiet habits speak louder than any raise ever could.